Andy and Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I thought today was going to be a piece of cake, but
It is.
no, it's not. It's you've already well, I think after we get done recording, I'm gonna have to get one of my nervous pills.
What?
I got some new nervous pills, so I'm gonna try
Oh,
one of
okay.
those after we get done.
Oh, good. All I said was I don't like live versions of most songs
Well,
because they suck. They don't sound well. They don't suck. They just don't sound as good as the album version because it's not, recorded and nicely produced. And sometimes during live versions, they don't say the words right.
right.
And it's like no, don't. That's not the song. You're. Or when they put the microphone out to the audience. No, you got no. I'm paying to see. Well, I'm not paying because I don't pay for concerts, but don't have the audience do your job for you.
Right.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. Stop. Just play the music the best you can, and that's it. Don't.
So in other
But
words,
again, it never sounds.
so in
as
other
good.
words, dance monkey.
Yes, dance monkey, dance. That's your job. I understand it. I'm a dancing monkey for a good portion of my professional career.
Right.
It's like that's what you're supposed to do. Don't make it sound good. That's it.
So
Best you can do it.
where this has
Don't
all come from
veer off.
is I was just watching a moment of Night Ranger. When you close your eyes, somebody put a live clip of that up,
A
which I
live
had never
version,
seen.
yes.
And
Mhm.
I was like, wow, this sounds pretty good. And in the
Yeah.
background,
Just not as good as the album.
I've got nervous Nancy over here going, I can't hear you. Oh my God, what?
No.
And I'm like, Dave, take a breath. I'm here. I'm here for you, Dave. I know this is your moment.
Didn't know
I
if you
know.
flicked the
I know that you need to come first,
mic on.
and I'm right here.
No.
Don't worry. Hey, it's
got
okay.
nothing to do with that.
It's okay.
See,
I'm consoling you now. Now I'm
you're
gonna
doing
make
this
you feel
fake
good.
calming thing.
No,
that
I'm
you
calming
do.
you.
No, Dave, just take a breath.
Here's what I want to get
a
to.
little bit. You don't need to get all.
I'm just trying to mellow
excited.
you out. I just want you to
I'm
relax.
very mellow. I'm very mellow.
Here,
I'm so
go like
relaxed
this.
most
Go
of the
like
time.
this.
I'm almost comatose.
Go like this.
No,
I'm at one
no,
with the me.
No,
I'm at one with the me. All right.
No.
So
none
from
of that
there,
works.
we look at a vintage video by Night Ranger, which sounds great live, and you're immediately into the no. I want the full production, but you're missing all that is music. Okay.
I like it when it sounds good as
okay.
Opposed to when it sounds not as good.
So when you put a band into
there can't be a good live version.
So when you put a band into the studio, you can make them sound fantastic. There are ways to fix everything and make any garbage band sound good. Right?
Fine.
So then when you put them out live, you'd like to reproduce that sound. And when they can do that effectively and then connect with an audience and maybe get a sing-along from somebody in the front row.
No, don't give me the sing-along bullshit. That was the other thing.
You're missing the entire, you're missing all that is music.
No, I'm not.
And then when you lump in a couple, that you've gotten to know over the years, like some of the guys in Night Ranger, it's like, wow, my old buddies, look at that.
Again, I'm not saying you can't do a good live version of the song on your album, but does it sound as good? No, it doesn't. And then when you start
it sounds better to me.
Doing a little too much, it doesn't though. You're fooling yourself.
No, I'm not.
You're fooling yourself. No. The experience. Now, here's the experience itself, because you feel like you're having this fake connection with the band, because they've been able to give you do that illusion that, oh, we care about you. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be. Now, if it wasn't for the check, you wouldn't be doing it. So spare me that bullshit. But I will say, you feel like you're connecting with the band. So that experience for you can, in fact, be better than listening to the album. But purely from a sound quality standpoint, it's not going to sound as good.
Okay.
And there's really not an effective counter argument to that.
Well, I'm here to tell you what. It is an effective counter argument. You have missed out on a part of your career, which is sad.
No, dude, I've been to dozens of shows.
No, I'm not even
Guns
talking
N'
about that.
Roses, Aerosmith, Kiss, uh, Tom Petty, The
No,
Who.
what I'm talking about
I've
is
seen
connecting with an
good
audience.
concerts.
When you connect with an audience, the feeling
Mhm.
is real, and it goes back and forth between you and the audience.
I'm not saying it can't. I'm not saying
You
it
just
can't.
did.
But for no, I
You
said for the
called it
most
fake.
part, a lot of it's fake. A
No,
lot
it's
of it
not.
is fake. It's
No, it's
but
real.
but if it feels real to you, then it's real to you.
No, it's real.
But I'm saying, but bands know what they're. I mean, they know what they're like, especially if you got a really charismatic lead singer,
Yeah.
which is
Or
one of the
two.
reasons why they're the lead singer. Yeah, sometimes you get a couple. Sometimes you're the Eagles and you got all of them. But at the end of the day, it's most of it from the artist standpoint is kind of contrived. They know what they're doing. They know how to form the illusion of a connection.
Okay.
And you know what? I could be being, in fairness, I could be being a bit pessimistic, for lack of a better word,
Yeah.
about the intentions of the artist. But that's kind of my gut feeling.
Okay. Well,
Sometimes they're honest about it. I think, especially if you've been doing it for a long, long time.
yeah.
Sometimes you're going through the motions. You don't know even what city you're in.
Right.
So,
Hmm.
I mean,
Does it matter what city you're in if they're fans and you're going to connect with them?
no, like it's just I don't think it's a real when you think of connection, like
Well, that
connecting with
wasn't the
somebody
answer to the
one on one.
question. Does it matter what city you're in if you connect with the fans?
I don't think it necessarily does,
Okay.
but it notes where you're like you don't even really know where you are.
See,
And
I would call that.
how is this audience different from the audience? Like, how is the audience in Seattle different from the audience you had in
That's
Chicago?
the great thing. It's
Maybe there
not.
isn't one. And again, I'm not a musician, so it's not. It's a different. I'm
Right.
coming at it. I'm coming at it from a different vantage
You're
point.
coming
And
at it
maybe there
from.
are some
Yeah.
that really do connect, and it's an honest connection. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm saying it doesn't happen as often as you think. I think most of the time it's probably manufactured, but you know,
Yeah.
that could just be my somewhat jaded interpretation of artists.
I like the way you went full circle on that. So that was good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
look. The bottom line is I could be completely 180 degrees wrong here.
You are.
That's possible.
Yeah.
See,
You are.
but see, I don't get, unlike you, I don't get definitive. No, they're trying to make a connection.
Well,
This is
that's
honest.
okay.
That's
You don't have to
truly.
get definitive. You can be wishy
No,
washy. I'll be definitive.
I'm not wishy-washy. I understand that I can be wrong. That's
Okay.
not being wishy-washy. That's
That's
just
kind of wishy washy.
understanding. No, oh no, I'm a human being who's flawed, as are you, but you're 100% sure that you are perfect in your
No, not at all.
view of this.
No.
One on, yeah, Dave, well, you're wrong.
Dave,
I know
I
I'm
can I
right.
can
I know you're
attest
wrong.
I can attest to the fact that building a connection with an audience is an amazing feeling.
Oh, I'm
And if
not
you're playing
saying
a
that's not
guitar or
right.
speaking or doing whatever you do,
Yes.
you got amazing things going on.
Yeah, I agree. You can do that, and that sometimes there is. I said sometimes you can have those genuine moments, but I think a lot of the time it's probably manufactured. It's
Okay.
not necessarily real.
Okay.
That where you're going through, like like as an artist, if you've done it enough times, how to kind of go through the motions. And there are other times where it will be a genuine connection, but I don't know
Okay.
that that happens as often as you think it does.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
There you go. Shouldn't make you enjoy it less. I'm
I
just
I've
saying it.
said nothing of the sort. I don't know why you're being
All
so
right.
defensive about that.
I'm not being defensive at all. I'm just giving you a different viewpoint that for
Well,
some reason you
that's
view as
okay.
being
I
defensive.
and
It's
again,
okay.
you keep going back around and around trying to justify your
I'm not trying
ill-pointed
to
view.
justify anything.
No, not at
It's
all.
a fine point of view. It's just
Yeah, just
again,
wrong.
no, no, it's a point of view.
Well, it's shallow.
My view
How
is
about
not
that?
necessarily not shallow at all. It's actually deeper. Oh wow, we had this amazing connection. You're like a 16-year-old girl on a first date, and you're gonna get married to this douchebag sophomore that you met in study hall. Oh God, it was so nice. He took me to Applebee's and We both ordered the same thing. We had a connection. That's what that was to me.
Okay. All right. Well, you're sadly
There you go.
mistaken. This is what
Then again, I
This
could
is
be
what
wrong.
happens when I'm 30 seconds late for greeting Dave.
Okay, I got to put that on you then.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. The number of job vacancies dropped in July, according to the Labor Department. The 8.8 million vacancies were a decline from the 9.2 million in June. This marks the fewest number since March of 2021. The cooling of the labor market could potentially reduce inflation, but how much and for how, who knows? Anyway, it's all, everything's up in the air. These are all numbers that go past me, and I don't really know what any of that means.
You and me both.
What else is happening? Cannabis use disorder is becoming common in at least one state. According to a new study, CUP in the Washington state is becoming an issue even with those who only use it for medicinal purposes. Symptoms include craving weed, using more than intended, and becoming tolerant. Washington was one of the first states to fully legalize marijuana. We've done this thing where it was, way back when it was the demon weed, it's a gateway drug, it's going to cause all these issues. And then there was the other side, oh no, it's perfectly harmless. There's no such thing as a perfectly harmless drug. It just isn't.
Well,
and it's one of those things you want to keep an eye on, especially with these edible. They're things like these new varieties, new variations that come out that are probably a little more potent than what some were experiencing back in the day.
yeah, Ravenna
I don't know.
Ravenna ditchweed is not what we're getting today. So
no, this is
here's
some
the
potent
thing,
stuff.
and this is where I stand on this. This is why we haven't taken any advertising for the dispensaries. I could literally pay off this house taking weed ads.
Oh, I would totally do it if I were you.
No,
That's just me.
No, I can't.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I can't, and I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
We rarely do alcohol ads. We've done a couple of different small things with alcohol, and I've got nothing against either one at all. But with the legalization of cannabis and everything else that's going on, there's just not enough knowledge yet about how much is too much. And the fact is that people that are trying this stuff, especially young people, are getting sick. They're getting physically sick. It's called cannabinoid hyperemesis. And it's really like, your stomach gets really upset. You get, you throw up. You get really, what have I heard? You get really, disoriented. It's almost like, getting smashed on alcohol. And until we get a better knowledge and somebody that can really come out and speak to how much is too much, and it gets into society, I'm just not ready to advertise that yet. I just think there needs to be more education out there. I think there needs to be, and again, I'm not against it, but it's just too easy right now to cause problems for people. So we're just standing on the sidelines.
Well, I've had this discussion with Max.
Yeah.
Because he's 13 years old. I probably had this discussion with me. Maybe even when he was 11 or 12. Why you shouldn't consume either weed or alcohol
at his age. Nope.
At young ages, just because your brain isn't fully developed. In fact, your brain's not fully developed till you're 25 years old. So you can make a really good argument that a lot of this stuff should not be legal for those under the age of 25. You're not really a fully fledged adult until then, because again, your brain's not developed, and that stunts the growth of your frontal cortex. I mean, that's just the way it is. So I get what you're saying. At the end of the day, though, it being a legal product, I don't have a moral issue with it one way or the other. I'm not big into either.
No.
Whether you're talking weed or alcohol. I mean, yesterday I went out to Saugatuck, to the retro boats. Lauren
Lauren, she good?
She's doing great. Yeah, good. She was out there. Val Lego was out there. Jennifer Pasqua was out there. It was
thanks for the invite.
A charity for the. Well, no, it was a last minute. It was on like Facebook. You
Oh,
probably saw it on there.
no, I probably didn't,
And
but
I
whatever.
just and I chose and I was like, I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna. I'm like, I never do anything or go anywhere. I'm like, I'll go down and hang out for a couple of hours, and
We'll
it
leave
was yeah, it
Andy
was
out of
fun.
this, and yeah, okay,
I don't, dude.
whatever.
You're like you don't go anywhere either. You're really no doubt like you go around your surrounding area, but you don't really venture out either.
I was on M6 yesterday.
What were you doing? See,
I'm not telling
you
you.
didn't hit
Nope.
me up. You didn't hit me up saying, "Hey, Dave, you want to? Why don't I buy you lunch?"
Oh well,
I mean, not that you had to
I'm
buy
just
me
simply
lunch.
saying.
We
Oh,
could have just
now you're trying
met
to
the.
sponge a lunch? Okay,
No, we could have met for lunch and gone Dutch. That would have been fine.
sure, Alan Harper.
That-
I forgot my wallet.
So are you Ashton Kutcher or Charlie Sheen in this
I'm
scenario?
neither.
Okay. Finally, affordable apartments are being proposed for near downtown Muskegon. Rezoning for the project near the is it the Bayview Towers? That's right. The Bayview Towers was approved by the city commission. This is pretty cool. Rents for a 2-bedroom would start as low as $511.
Wow.
You can't get anything that. I mean, that's like 1990s prices for apartments. So
That's crazy. That's
that
wiggity
is
wiggity whack.
nutty.
That's what that is.
Yeah,
Woo
well, very
boy.
good. Look at you connecting with our urban viewers and listeners. I like that. So that was an honest
No, that was
connection that
90s.
you just
It had
made.
nothing to do with urban.
Oh,
Our urban viewers are right there. They're always here. I've
yeah.
connected
Well,
with
I
them
mean,
on a different
you're
level.
connecting.
Wiggity
I
whack is
thought that
just
was
a
different.
90s thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were just trying to skew more urban there. It's okay.
Okay. No.
I misread it.
Yeah.
All right, sports. Tigers fall to the Yankees 4-2. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. They blank Milwaukee 1-0. That's sports.
All right. It's time for a little Jeopardy. This one's exciting. But that came from out of nowhere.
That was gross.
Of course. Yes, it was gross. He burped. Oh my God. Andy, don't burp.
It was.
Get out of my face. Back up.
Hey,
Get all up in my grill.
Okay.
All right. $1,000 today. Thumb me up. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
In November of 1967, John Lennon appeared on the cover of this music magazine's first edition.
1967?
1967, Dave Cackley.
I'm going to go with the Rolling Stone.
Give the man $1,000. Look at you. That's 2 in a row this week.
That was
45.
That was pretty easy.
45.
I knew. I was pretty sure it wasn't Entertainment Weekly.
Nope, it wasn't Entertainment. It could have been Spin.
Could have been Reader's Digest.
It could have been Hit Parader.
Yeah.
It could have been Kerrang.
Could have been Parade Magazine.
It could have been Parade Magazine.
Could have been Grit.
Have yourself a great Wednesday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
See ya.
Happy Wednesday, Muskegon. Pleasant weather will move back into the region today with plenty of sunshine to finish out the week. So let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. Your weather headlines show we will likely stay dry for the next several days through at least next Tuesday. So the holiday weekend looks dry as well, thankfully, with full sunshine expected for the rest of this week until a little bit more cloud cover moves in over the weekend. And we'll also have a warming trend. We'll be kind of cool today, around 70, but we'll be near 90 by Labor Day. So like I said, today will be a little bit on the cooler side with highs right around 70 in Muskegon County, maybe even the upper 60s, mid 60s at the lakeshore. Dew points though will definitely take a hit and they'll be in the 40s today, so no humidity to speak of with plenty of sunshine and temperatures around 70. Today will be a very nice day to end the month of August. At Lake Michigan, we'll expect a moderate swim risk because winds will be out of the north at 15 miles per hour or so waves could get up to 4 feet, so be careful if you're going to go into the water, especially on the northern sides of the piers. However, we will see plenty of sunshine, so going to the beach in general will be a great idea. So for your Wednesday, expect a high of 70 with blue sky out there. A wonderful day is expected with a northerly wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour or so. Overnight, it will actually get pretty chilly with a low of 49 with clear skies. However, that chill won't last too long as a warming trend will kick off the Labor Day weekend, and that will continue into next week as well with highs near 90 So the latest 6 to 10 day temperature outlook shows that, well, much of the eastern half of the United States will be well above average, with highs likely well into the 80s, if not the 90s. And you can see that on our 7-day forecast, with 80s returning by Sunday along with some humidity. But thankfully, the next several days look pretty much dry and sunny, so not much weather to speak of besides the warming trend going into the holiday weekend. And that's your Wednesday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Colin Woods Weather, and enjoy your day today.